Hey everyone, we just had a legendary banner, and of course you know what that means. It's time to check our hero tracker. And there are a lot of things happening this summer, as you can tell. Oh dear. So things look pretty similar to last time, if you caught the last hero tracker. Big difference, of course, this time is the next legendary that we get is not a legendary, it's a mythic hero. So May will be getting a mythic hero of some kind. But let's go through and just check who we're getting and what the color potential of those units could be in the upcoming future. So, of course, for the red pool, we've got Freed and Erica coming back in May, so next month. Then in the green, we have Legendary Lyn. Colorless, we have Duma. And blue, we have Tiki. So all the color pools are filled, so not necessarily anything too indicative of what we're going to get in May. But it is going to be a mythic hero, we know that much. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably not a red hero, just because we've already got two in that pool. And they are going to like to add in some better normal pool 5-star heroes, as well as some seasonals. And based on some of the ones that we've got coming up so far, I would say probably we're going to start seeing some more of the Fates Beast units, and then some of the ones that haven't been featured yet, like, I don't know if Ryson will be on there just because he's also a 4-star, but Tiburn for sure. I feel like we're going to see him next month, and so between Tiburn, Erica, and Freed, that's kind of the red pool already. But everything else is pretty much open. We've only got one green, one blue, and one colorless unit up for candidacy in May. So it could be anybody's guess, honestly. But I think red pool is pretty much cut off at that point. June is looking pretty fresh. We've got Gunthra. Yune is making her first appearance back since debuting. March, I think, is when she debuted. So that's the green pool. We've got Legendary Lucina and Legendary Ephraim in the blue pool. We've got Legendary Robin in the colorless and Legendary Ryoma in the red. So again, everything is filled up. No real indication as to who we're going to be getting or seeing. It might be worth noting that it will be a legendary hero this time around. It could be from the previous chart, if you want to call it that we've had with the pair-up ability, or it could be somebody from the original chart that we have. We're still missing 2 heroes on that particular chart. So technically, 4 legendary heroes remain, 2 with the pair-up ability, and then 2 from the original chart with just the blessings and the attributes. So it's going to be one of them. It should be one of them, I should specify. It should be one of them. But if I had to guess, I'd probably say it's going to be red. It could be colorless. I doubt it's going to be colorless. It's just because I think now that we've hit colorless Bo Alm, we're kind of at the pinnacle of colorless heroes at this point. So it could be legendary Micaiah. I don't know. I feel like she's probably the gimme for staff units at this point. Alm was kind of the gimme for the bow units. Dagger, I just don't see that we have really any strong candidates for colorless Dagger legendary hero. But red, there's a lot of options still left. And of course, we haven't really hit the genealogy series yet as far as legendaries go, or mythics for that matter. And every good guy has a sword at some point, so I feel like more often than not we're going to see that. The Corins are also kind of up for contest as well. I think it would be weird if we didn't get a legendary version of them. And if I'm going to go out on a limb and say, more than likely, if we do get a pair up of a Corrin, or if we do get a pair up, rather, it will be a Corrin to an extent. So, red could happen. It could definitely happen. I think we're keeping it to the pair up abilities. I think we're keeping it to 1 color apiece. So that's maybe also something to kind of look at. Legendary heroes who have the pair-up ability. We've got a colorless and a red already, that being Almond Roy. And so I don't know if they're going to double up on color. I think it's kind of convenient so far that that we've had a slot open necessarily for each particular color. So if we get a pair up, it could be a blue or a green unit that we're going to be looking at, which I feel as though we're kind of capped at this point, because again, they're going to be wanting to introduce more units rather than have the red cluster that will be happening, like in July, for example. So July, Alm is making his return, so if you didn't get him this time around, this is your next chance. He's also coming on board with Marth and Ike. Alm confirmed for Smash, maybe, possibly. So Alm's coming back. So our red pool is completely filled. Green, we're looking at Legendary Hector. He's making his return from this previous banner. And then we've got Air coming back after a long while for the colorless pool. And then Fjorm and Legendary Azura in the blue. So again, all slots are filled up, but we do have a significant less amount of greens and colorless in here. Similar kind of, or I guess inverting from what we have in June, right? So June we have a lot of greens and a lot of blues, not so much colorless and reds. Here we're looking at not so many greens, a whole lot of reds, and a single colorless as well. But again, colorless is going to be one of those unit types that just, I don't know. It's kind of a fit-all solution. You know what I mean? July is of course going to be a mythic hero, so that's something to consider as well. So it's not going to be a red mythic hero, which doesn't really tell us a whole lot of anything, to be honest. I feel like mythic-wise, we're probably looking at a lot of greens and colorless units for the most part. Could be a blue. I don't know. I would put my money, my smart money, on a green mythic hero for July. But it could be colorless as well. Colorless again is kind of a shoehorn to fit a one-all need. And then in August, we're looking at Roy. Roy's coming back. Roy was just on this banner for April. So if you want to get Roy, and the banner is still live, the banner should still be live by the time this video goes up. If you want to get Roy and you haven't gotten Roy, you should probably make him a priority because he will be gone for a while. And there will be a lot of orb events happening in May, June, and July, friends. So keep an eye out because they coming. So with that said, I don't necessarily know what's coming in August, but we'll get a better idea once these guys pop around. It's going to get a little clustered. It's going to get more and more clustered. You can see May is kind of like this last sort of even spread month. And then once June and July's banners come around, they're going to be popping into the next 3 months. Very condensed. Super condensed. So it looks like it's going to get harder to get normal heroes or special heroes that pop up on these banners as well. It's also worth noting that they could spread out the legendaries more. So instead of 3 to 4 months coming back, they might come back every 6 to 8 months instead. So now would be the time to maybe prioritize a legendary or mythic hero that you really like, that you haven't had a chance to get, because I feel like they're probably going to become more and more sparse as time goes on. And we're starting to see that more with units like Air, Roy, Alm maybe not so much, but I feel like they're going to start spacing them out closer to the 4 to 6 month rather than the 3 to 4 month. So just a heads up on that. But anyway, let me know what you guys thinking in the comments below. Which month are you most looking forward to coming up? Spoilers, it's probably July. Just a guess. But hey, let me know what your thoughts are down below. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I do a lot of Heroes content, if you can't tell. But that's it for me for right now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.